I want to ask you something simple. Do you have a dream? Not a small wish. Not something like, I want to eat something nice today or I want to sleep well tonight. A real dream. Something bigger. Something that lives quietly inside you and does not go away. Maybe you dream of speaking English fluently. Maybe you dream of a better job, a better career, a better life. Maybe you have an idea, something you want to build, something you want to become that you have never told anyone because it feels too big. Now, let me ask a second question. Do you believe in that dream? Do you really believe, honestly, deeply, that it is possible for you? That you are the kind of person who can reach it? Many people have dreams, but very few people truly believe in them. They hope, they wish. They say, maybe one day, if everything goes right. But believing is different from hoping. Hoping is passive. Hoping means waiting for something to happen. Believing is active. Believing means acting as if the dream is real, even before it arrives, even when no one around you can see it yet, even when the progress is slow and the doubts are loud. Today's story is about a young man named Nabil. Nabil had a dream, a big, clear, specific dream, and almost everyone around him told him it was too big. This is his story. Meet Nabil. Nabil was 21 years old. He lived with his parents and his younger sister in a small house on a quiet street. His father worked at a factory. His mother worked part-time at a school. They were a simple family, not rich, not poor, comfortable enough, safe enough. Nabil had just finished his second year of university. He was studying business. The plan, his parents' plan, and for a long time his own plan, was to finish the degree, find a stable office job, and build a quiet, reliable life. It was a good plan. But it was not Nabil's dream. Nabil's dream was to start his own business, a small online shop selling handmade goods from local craftspeople in his city to customers in other countries. He had thought about it for 2 years. He had researched it quietly, alone, late at night on his laptop. He understood the idea. He believed in it. And English was the key to all of it, to communicate with international customers, to write product description, to build a professional online presence. His English was okay, intermediate level, good enough to understand, not yet good enough to sound professional. He needed to improve, and he needed to believe that the whole dream, the business, the international customers, the life he imagined, was actually possible for someone like him. The problem was, not everyone agreed. What people said. When Nabil told his father about the dream, his father was quiet for a moment. Then he said, "Online business is very competitive. Many people try and fail. A stable job is safer." When Nabil told his cousin laughed, not cruelly, just practically. "You need money to start a business. You need experience. Finish your degree first." When Nabil mentioned it to a friend at university, the friend shrugged. "International customers? Your English is not strong enough for that." Each conversation left Nabil a little quieter. They were not bad people. They were being practical, careful, realistic. But every realistic word landed on his dream like cold water. Slowly, he stopped talking about it. The thinking became smaller, more uncertain. Maybe they are right, he started to think. Maybe this dream is not for someone like me. He had almost convinced himself when something happened. Lesson 1. Your dream does not need everyone's permission. One evening, Nabil was browsing online and came across a short interview with a man who had started a small export business from his hometown, a city not very different from Nabil's. The man was 26 years old. 5 years ago, he had been 21, the same age as Nabil now. The interviewer asked him, "Did people believe in you when you started?" The man smiled and said, "No. My family thought I was being unrealistic. My friends thought I was wasting my time. Even I had doubts. But I had one thing that kept me going." "What was that?" the interviewer asked. The man said, "I decided that my dream did not need anyone else's permission to be real. It only needed mine." Nabil read those words 3 times. My dream does not need anyone else's permission to be real. It only needed mine. He sat with that for a long time. He thought about his father, his cousin, his friend at university. He understood now that they had not been wrong to be careful, but they had been speaking from their own fears, not from knowledge of what Nabil was capable of. Only Nabil knew what he was capable of. Only Nabil could give his dream permission to be real. He opened his notebook. He wrote his dream at the top of a new page in clear, simple words, not vague, not apologetic. He wrote, I will build a small online business selling local handmade goods to international customers. I will improve my English to make this possible. I will start small and I will grow. He read it back. It felt different written down, more real, more serious, more his. Daily English sentences. Repeat after me. My dream does not need anyone else's permission. I give my own dream permission to be real. I write my dream clearly and I read it every day. Other people speak from their fears, not from my potential. Only I know what I am truly capable of. I believe in my dream even when others do not. Writing my dream makes it more real and more serious. Lesson 2. Believing means acting. The next morning, Nabil woke up and did something small. He opened a free English course on his phone, a business English course specifically for writing professional emails and product descriptions. He had found it weeks ago. He had bookmarked it. He had not opened it. He opened it now. The first lesson was 20 minutes long. He watched it carefully. He took notes. He paused and rewound when he did not understand something. When it finished, he felt something he had not felt in weeks. Momentum. Small momentum. Tiny, really. Just 20 minutes of a free lesson on a phone screen. But momentum. Because here is what Nabil understood that morning. Believing in a dream is not a feeling that comes first and then produces action. It works the other way. Action comes first and then belief grows from the action. Every day you work toward the dream, even for 20 minutes, you are telling yourself, this is real. I take this seriously. I am the kind of person who does this. And slowly, quietly, that message builds into genuine belief. Not hoping, not wishing, believing. He studied for 20 minutes every morning for the next 3 weeks. Product vocabulary, professional email phrases, how to describe items clearly and attractively in English, how to communicate with customers politely and confidently. After 3 weeks, he wrote his first product description. It was for a small hand-woven basket made by a craftswoman who lived 2 streets away from his house. He had asked her if he could practice by writing about her work. She had smiled and said yes. He wrote the description carefully. He revised it 4 times. He read it aloud to check how it sounded. It was not perfect, but it was real, and it existed. Daily English sentences. Repeat after me. Believing means acting, not just hoping. Action comes first. Belief grows from action. Every day I work on my dream. I tell myself it is real. I study 20 minutes every morning. That is my promise. I write my first piece of work even when it is not perfect. Small, real steps build genuine belief over time. I am the kind of person who does this. Lesson 3. The first small step into the real world. 2 months after writing his dream in the notebook, Nabil did something that frightened him. He created a simple online shop page, not a big professional website, just a simple free page. A few photos of the hand-woven basket, his product description in English, a price, a way for people to contact him. He showed it to the craftswoman. She looked at the photos and the English words and smiled. Is this really my basket? She said. Yes, said Nabil. How does it look? It looks beautiful, she said, like something from a real shop. Nabil felt something warm in his chest. He shared the page in 2 small online communities for people interested in handmade goods. He did not expect much. He was 21 with no experience, selling one item from one craftswoman on a free page. He waited. 3 days passed. Nothing. 4 days. Nothing. On the 5th day, a message arrived. A woman from another country, she had seen the basket. She wanted to know more about it. Was it still available? Could he tell her about the materials? Could he ship internationally? Nabil stared at the message for a long time. Then he wrote back, in English, carefully, politely, answering each question clearly. She replied quickly. She placed an order. His first international customer. He sat at his desk and felt something he did not have a word for in English yet, but in his own language. He knew exactly what it was. It was the feeling of a dream becoming real. Daily English sentences. Repeat after me. I take the first small step into the real world. I create something simple and real. Not perfect, just real. I wait patiently and I do not give up. My first customer arrives because I started. I answer every message politely and clearly. The dream becomes real one small moment at a time. I feel the dream becoming real, and I keep going.